Howdy. Howdy. Of course, howdy fellas. Today we're in Gambinis Z28 Camaro for some baseline testing. Y'all know we got a event coming up in June, Streetcar Takeover. We're going to be trying to run in a 12.0 class, which means Gambini needs to get this thing modified.
We got the parts. Just got to start the teardown.
So he's getting a cam, new heads, exhaust. We're going to be doing some big stall converter. So we're going to do some baseline testing today so that we know where this falls in line, and we'll compare it to the new one later. Alright, so we're going to run a couple tests. We've already got a drag strip test that we'll throw on screen.
It's pretty bad. First time at the track, spun the hell out of the tires.
It didn't spin too much. I mean, it chirped a couple times, but it was pretty consistent.
Yeah, I mean, it was consistent. It was just not the best.
But we're going to really check 0 to 60 and 60 foot because that's very important in drag racing, since we are going to be doing a street strip combination on this car. Let's go ahead and hear that exhaust since we're getting a Tick Stage 2 cam, right?
Yeah, should be pretty good after we get it installed.
Yeah, not too bad, but it's going to sound a lot better when it has that chop to it.
Oh yeah, everything sounds better with the chop.
Alright, we got our 60-foot tracking app up. Now, we've been out here before on a much colder night, and this thing was dead hooking every time.
Yeah, somehow hooked better out here in the middle of the night than it did on a prep drag strip. So, don't know how that works, but...
60-foot test number 1. And when you're ready.
Oh yeah.
Woo! And that was 3.49 seconds of spinning, boy.
Not exactly a 60-foot test, but mighty nice burnout.
Let it show up, and it is ready.
Still spinning.
That was better. I think. Was a 3.6.
That was killing my horsepower.
So we got a 3.4 last time, and this time was a 3.6.
I gave up on this one because we were spinning. It wasn't good.
It's still asking you to come to a complete stop. Go! Oh yeah! There we go, boy! 2.7 on the street. So yeah, we dropped down from a 2.6 to a 2.7, almost a full second now the tires are warmed up.
It's a wonder what it'll do when you don't spin the tires for 5 seconds.
And just so y'all know, we're on asphalt on pretty much stock tires, 245s.
Worse than stock. These are on the end of their life.
Some 245s on the original wheels. When we get to the track, we're going to be on radials, so that'll knock it down even more. But we're just kind of getting a street test now. If you can cut some good 60 foots on the street, then you should be able to cut some good ones on the track.
Unless you're like me and do worse on the track.
All right, we got our 60 foot, not 6 foot. We got our 060 pulled up.
We good?
Believe so. Let's go. So it takes you 3 seconds, or like 3.5 seconds on the street to get to 60 feet, but it only takes another 3 seconds to get all the way to 60 miles an hour.
Yeah, but it feels like the power band of this vehicle. My 60 to 100 is where it really
Opens up.
Yeah.
That time.
God bless, I'm doing all this in overdrive. I forgot to shift back.
Don't tear up that overdrive band, boy. Ready to go. About an average of a 6.6, 6.5, not bad. Well, pretty successful test with the Camaro here. What do you think?
Pretty good. Had a rock in the tire, so that's why I wasn't getting any traction. It'd probably do a lot better now.
So yeah, we're gonna be diving into this thing very soon, probably in the next week or so. We're gonna start tearing into this thing. So this is gonna be our first LS. Gonna be shifting from the Fords to the LS's as well. Hoping to make some big power. What are we looking at?
I'm shooting for around the 400 range. Getting cam, heads, and a bunch of other just preventative stuff. Super high mileage, so if I can get 400, I'll be happy.
And this thing makes what, like 300 to the wheels at the moment?
Rated from factory, it was rated like 310, 315, something like that. So I'm probably making around 3.
So we're looking at getting quite a bit over factory. And these things, stock trim can, you know, with weight reduction, they can get into the 13s. We're trying to drop into the 12, so we should have no problem getting into the 12 with this setup. Also gonna get to be able to drop a 4L60 trans.
Yeah, it should be pretty good.
We're really diving into the transmissions head first here, because we're already messing with Ford, and we're gonna have to do Chevy because we're putting in torque converter in this, and we're probably gonna go through the internals just to make sure that they're gonna be strong enough for this.
Yeah.
Apparently built by the previous owner.
We'll see how true that is.